Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. As you guys can see, I brought my girls out for today's video. If you guys are new here, this is my sister Taïxa.
Hi guys.
This is my best friend Tiona.
Hi guys.
And my name is Tiona. So make sure you hit that subscribe button if you're new here and join the family. As you guys can see by the title of this video, today we are going to be giving my Instagram followers some relationship advice. So I asked the girls to join me in today's video because I thought it would be fun to hear 3 different opinions on all these situations. And the 3 of us, believe it or not, we are very different. Most of the time we view things completely different. We have different ways of dealing with relationships. So it's going to be pretty interesting to hear all 3 of our opinions. Really quick disclaimer guys, we are not claiming to be relationship experts here, so please don't come for us in the comments below. We are not claiming to be experts.
I mean, I'm almost the expert right now.
I mean, you're no expert either. None of us here are experts, but as a sister and as a friend, we give each other relationship advice all the time, and it's usually pretty good advice. So even though we're no experts, we still think we can help some of you girls out. But if you're watching this and we answer one of your relationship questions, please know that you do not have to take our advice. We are just going to give you guys some sisterly advice, and we're going to be telling you guys what we would do in your situation. So you can do whatever you want with the advice we give. So I asked you guys on Instagram to send me some questions that you guys need relationship advice on. And you guys sent me a bunch of questions. I went through them and I selected some of the most frequently asked questions. And we're going to be going through them right now. So without further ado, let's get right into this video.
Let me just introduce myself real quick.
Go ahead.
Okay, so before we start, y'all should know that I've been through some shit. So I'm not really an expert or anything, but I've had some bad experience in past relationships, and I had a breakup, real bad breakup, as most of y'all know watching Tiona's vlogs. As a social worker and as a good friend, everyone comes to me for advice, so there's no one better than me to give y'all advice today. I got y'all sisters.
No, that's true. Taïxa does give everybody advice. Everybody comes to Taïxa for advice. Let's see if she really has some good advice. We'll see in this video if she really has good advice. So let's start with the first question. The first question I got a lot is tips or advice on long distance relationships.
To be honest, I don't think that long distance relationships work, just because you are across the miles. You cannot maintain a relationship, and the only activity that you guys do together is FaceTime or text.
Yeah,
so you can't get to know the person. You can't really, you don't know how your significant other act around people, so you don't really get to know each other.
My honest advice on a long distance relationship is don't get into one. I think it's one of the most toxic things you can do to yourself, because first of all, like me personally, I couldn't do it. I'm very big on affection. Like I'm a very affectionate person. If we're not together physically, if I can't physically hug you, kiss you, do the things we need to do. Like if we're not together, you can't take me out on dates. All we can do is FaceTime every day. I don't think it's gonna work, honestly. Maybe it will work for some people. Personally, I don't think it will ever work for me. So I would just say, just try not to get into one, because it's not a fun situation. The only way I think it could possibly work is if the both of you are in a situation where you can fly out to go see each other at least like once a month, once every 2 months. Even that is like pushing it. But if you guys are in a situation where the both of you guys don't have like a 9-to-5 job and you can just fly out and go meet each other, then maybe it will work. But other than that,
I would say no.
I was in a relationship. I always like to use like my own experience and stuff, and I used to be in a relationship for almost 3 years.
How
Long distance relationship.
How did you make it work?
Like in the beginning it was okay. It has its pros and cons.
What are some pros?
You'll appreciate each other more when you talk, like, or text or FaceTime. You'll get to know the person, and it's not like only a physical thing. When you guys get mad at each other, usually with some makeup sex, everything gets better.
Yeah, soft.
But when you're like far away, you have to sit down and talk about it
over FaceTime.
You don't actually get to know the person or know how they act around you when they're mad or anything like that.
Yeah, in my case it was different because
you got to know him in person.
Yeah, so we agreed that we wouldn't let more than 2 months pass
without seeing each other.
So I was flying to the Netherlands and he was flying to Curacao.
But isn't that too much? Like 2 months isn't too much for you?
No, because you get time to work on yourself and your own goals and your own stuff, and sometimes it's good,
Yeah, I mean, I don't know.
It's like for parties, birthdays, he can't be around.
Yeah,
or family
holidays.
gatherings.
I know. I think it just sucks in general. It's not an ideal situation. But if I had to give like a really good advice, if you really want to do it, or if there's really no other way you can solve the long distance, then I would say just try to spice things up by, you already said it, all you can really do is text and FaceTime, but maybe
that's
just,
only 2 things that you can do.
maybe
Yeah.
try to do like virtual dates, like, I
And
don't
it
know.
can't be for too long, like maybe a year or 2 in a long distance relationship.
You should have like a date where you know
Where
that
you-
you will be together
yeah.
again. Maybe it's my trust issues talking, but with me all the way here in Curacao and you all the way in God knows where, I don't know what the fuck you're doing out there. You don't know what I'm doing out
You'll
here.
get
So
jealous.
not just that, but somebody's gonna cheat.
Do you think you will be able to cheat?
So the next question is it okay for your partner to have friends of the opposite sex? And I know a lot of people have different opinions about this. What do you guys think? Honestly, fuck
Of
no.
course.
No, I think yes. He has a lot of friends before meeting me, so I won't be childish and telling him to not have female friends.
I feel like you can have a girl, like a female friend, but it has to be like our friend. Like I'm okay with my boyfriend being friends with you. I'm okay with my boyfriend being friends with Taïxa,
No,
my
maybe
mom.
he had friends. Maybe he had friends from school and stuff, and they can hang out. Of course,
Oh, no.
I have to
Fuck
be
no.
around.
Hang
I
out,
have to be
yeah.
around. Like I have nothing to hide. I have male friends also, and my male friends know I have a boyfriend, so they are okay with him being around. They act normal in front of him.
They act normal in front of him. How do they act when he's not around? Because that's my thing. Even if we hang out when I'm there, God knows what you guys are like when I'm not there. You know what I'm saying? Like I don't.
Yeah.
You'll see that.
I don't
I
have.
think that's your trust issues talking.
Yeah, that's probably my trust issues talking, but I honestly don't have male friends like that. What would you do if your boyfriend tells you, I'm going out with so and so today, like with a girl, like a female friend? Would you
That's
Would
not
you be okay
possible.
with that?
No, no, no,
Maybe
that's not
it's
possible.
colleagues, like.
I said it's okay to have friends. I didn't say it's okay to go out with them.
But if it's a coworker, maybe after work they go
No,
to a happy
I'm the
hour.
coworker.
For real, I'm your friend. You don't need no female friends. I'm your female friend. I'm your best friend. I'm your girlfriend. I'm everything. I should be your everything. There's no room for no other female friend.
I agree, and we're the jealous type, so.
My answer is no. I don't think my significant other can have friends of the opposite sex.
Like I already said, it's
Or
okay
no
for them to have
ex.
friends.
You can have an ex
No, that's
that becomes
that's
your
a
friend.
big
Ex.
Oh, what? Ex. No.
No, I think that you can have female friends, but you can't go out with them.
Why?
That's too much.
So
I go out with my male friends.
Why?
I swear I don't have anything going on with them. Like you need a male friend sometimes, maybe for advice or just to hang out.
That's why you have your boyfriend for.
I always heard a shoulder to cry on becomes a dick to ride on, and I feel like that's true because I have friends. I have guys
I'll
who
never
are my
ride dick.
But if I'm just being honest from my personal experience, the best relationship I've ever been with was with a guy that was my friend. I never thought more of him.
But
After
that's-
telling everybody, no, he's just a friend, like I would never, I ended up.
I don't think that's the same situation because you were not in a relationship. You were single and then you
I
got
know,
in a
but
relationship.
I dated other guys while I was his friend, and I would always tell them, you don't have to worry about him because he's just a friend, and then I ended up dating him. So the same can happen with a guy, and I don't think
Not with
maybe you don't see it that way because you don't find the male friend attractive, but these male friends, believe it or not, if they ever get a chance to hit, trust they would.
Yes.
They
If
would.
they're not gay, they would definitely hit.
Yeah.
But maybe I friend zone them like way
With a few
back.
shots in, you never know. They might just wanna
No,
That's
you.
true. That's why I said you can have friends, but
No,
you
you
cannot
don't.
hang out with
Yeah.
them.
I have plenty of male friends. I always hang out with guys, so.
Next.
Mm-hmm.
How long should a girl make a guy wait before giving him the coochie? What do you guys think? Because there's people who say, no, you have to wait at least 9 dates or like.
Like the book.
I wouldn't give a
recommend.
specific time because as long as you are sure about what you're doing.
I agree with you. I don't think there's a magic number of like dates you have to go on because every situation is different. Every connection is different. You might go on the first date, honestly, and feel like you're ready to give him the coochie. You feel like it's the right thing to do at the
Depends on
moment. If you feel like you're comfortable enough to do it and you want to do it, sis, go ahead. Take that D. Go ahead.
It depends on your intention. Like if you want to have a one-night stand, then you could just hit on the first night. But if you want something more serious, like
Yeah, it
you were
depends on.
obviously wait.
I know some girls think that you have to wait to give the guy the coochie because a guy won't take you serious if you give it up too fast. Do you guys agree with that? Do you guys
No.
think that's true?
No.
You
I
can
mean,
wait
I know
like
for a
1 year
fact.
or 1 day. If he has to leave you, he will too.
Yeah, if he wants, I think so too, honestly. I think if a guy wants to take you, I think a guy knows from the jump if they want to take you serious or if they want to just hit it and quit it. So I honestly agree. I think you can wait a year, and whenever he does get the coochie, he will just hit and
Ghost you.
ghost you. Or you could literally give him the coochie on the first date, and you guys end up
And he will
staying
marry
together for
you.
years. So just don't give yourself a specific time frame. Do it whenever you feel like you're ready, and if he's the guy for you, doesn't matter how fast you give it up, he'll still take you serious. Okay, the next question I got a lot is tips on getting over a breakup.
That one goes definitely out to me.
You can take this one because me,
Spit it out, Tita.
yeah, because me personally, I don't think I've ever been through a really like tough breakup. So.
I really was in therapy for almost 2 years for getting over a breakup. So I really had a bad heartbreak. I used to love the other person more than I love myself.
Can't relate.
Sometimes we're always quick to say that will never be us, and that we're strong enough, and that we can handle a breakup, and that we won't cry over a guy and everything. But in reality, your heart sometimes really gets broken.
And you end up losing weight and
Throwing up.
throwing up every single day. Can you
And
tell them
going
about
to
your breakup?
therapy.
Can you tell them about your breakup really quick?
Okay, so guys, this is gonna be too long of a story for just one vlog.
All right, just give us a quick little recap of how it
Yeah,
went.
so
I remember she would throw up every single day. It was
Yeah.
no, I
It's like a
was
joke to
really
us
in
now.
love with this guy. I did everything for him. I had everything planned out. I was going to live in the Netherlands with him.
And what happened?
He cheated on me.
All right. What advice would you give somebody who's really struggling with a breakup right now?
I think you should forgive yourself. In the beginning, I was crying a lot, and after that, I was really mad because I was putting a lot into this relationship, and he was my everything. So I used to live for him and do everything for him. My goals weren't my goals. It was more like, how could we get there together?
Okay, so how did you get over the breakup? Like, what did you do to get over the breakup? Can you just give us 3 tips? 3 tips on how to get over
I
a breakup.
forgave myself for allowing him to treat me the way he did,
Mm-hmm.
and I started loving myself,
Going to the gym, eating better.
eating better, doing what I love, putting my own goals, because you can't love another person more than you love yourself.
Never.
So that's what I've learned from my heartbreak
Mm-hmm.
and from that relationship.
So you can take the sad route, or you could be like me. The way I deal with heartbreaks, maybe I haven't gotten like a good heartbreak yet, but the way I deal with heartbreaks, I just surround myself with people I love, people who make me happy. I go out, I have my little hoe phase, I get dressed, do my makeup, look cute, go out, maybe find somebody else to talk to really just distract your mind from that person. And like you said, just take care of yourself. Take that time for yourself to go to the gym, like ask the shooter to be your trainer, like, you know, like work on yourself, eat good, focus on your goals, focus on yourself. That's like the
I
best
agree
thing
with that.
I think you can
Just first accept the fact that when the relationship is over, you can do nothing.
do. And that your
And you
life,
can't force someone to love you the same way they
No,
do.
just
Exactly.
accept it and move on. Like
Accept
life has
it.
a lot more to offer than just relationships. Focus on your
Yeah.
education. Focus on yourself. There's a lot more things to do than just a relationship. That's not the most important thing in life.
yeah, I know it's easier said than done, but honestly, like they said, accept the fact that this relationship is not the end of the world. This relationship ending is not the end of the world. And there's a lot more fish in the sea, so find yourself a new fish. Do you believe in saying once a cheater, always a cheater, or do you think people can change?
I've changed.
Have you cheated?
I've cheated in the past, once or twice.
I think people can change.
Yeah, I think people can change too. I do think that once you cheat, you're probably more likely to cheat again because you've already done it. But I also think that somebody who's never cheated before in their life can also cheat once.
Then
So-
again, it depends on the phase you're in. Like maybe you weren't like really feeling it, or you wouldn't want to hurt the other person, that's why you've cheated.
So you mean it depends on the reason why you cheated in the first place. If you cheated because you're unhappy in your relationship, you're most likely to cheat again because you're probably still going to be unhappy.
Some guys are just players. Some guys just
True.
live for it. They are just dogs.
I think people can change if they learn from their mistakes.
I think it takes one person
To change
to
somebody?
change someone.
I think it also depends on like how the other person reacts to the other person cheating. You know what I'm saying? Like if you're too soft with it, your boyfriend cheats on you and you're too soft with it, like oh, but he cheated on me, but he'll come back to me at the end of the day, blah blah blah. He's gonna go out and cheat again because that was your attitude when he cheated. If you tell him he needs to pack his shit and get the fuck out of your house, you don't ever want to see him again, and you really mean it when you say it, then maybe once you get back together, he might take it more serious and be like, no, I'm not.
If he wants to, because if he doesn't want to,
Yeah, maybe you're
will
just
still
not the
do
one
it.
person he wants to settle with, so he wants to keep cheating, and maybe he'll meet someone after you and he'll spend the rest of his life with
That's
that
true.
person and
Yeah.
settle
without cheating.
We don't agree with once a cheater, always a cheater. Just because somebody cheated on Emily doesn't mean that he's also going to cheat on Sarah. So I don't believe in always a cheater, once a cheater, always a cheater.
Yeah, that's true. I agree on that.
Okay, this is a good one. My friend is madly in love with her boyfriend. She's finally found the man of her dreams. I recently saw him out with another girl. Should I tell my friend? She needs to know, but I'm afraid she'll think I just want to break their relationship. If you saw my boyfriend with another girl, would you guys tell me? Would you guys tell me?
Yes.
Yes.
I wouldn't feel comfortable around you knowing that I'm keeping such a big secret from you. So
Right. I don't know why you
tell
guys had to think about it so long. I am telling my friend. I don't give a fuck if she might think that I just want to break the relationship. If your friend thinks that you want to break her relationship because you're telling her something
But I'll
about the
tell
boyfriend.
the guy first. Like, I'll tell your boyfriend first. Like, what are you doing? I'll approach him and tell him to tell you. I'll give him an ultimatum. Like, you have to tell her.
What?
What? Bro, what are you talking about, man?
I would never go to your boyfriend first.
I don't even care about your boyfriend.
No, honestly,
at that
I don't
time,
give a
because-
fuck. Like
No, I'll make
you're
sure
cheating on
he
my
saw
friend.
me.
I will stand in front of him, make sure he sees that I'm seeing him. Stand right in front of him and be like, Tishura, your boyfriend is right here with another. So what do you want me to do? I'm right here. You want me to take a picture? You want me to film that? What do you want? Taïxa, your boyfriend is right here with an ugly ass. What do I do? That's what I would do. Like, we're at tal caminda, llega. That's what I would do.
Pero vos no tuviste gay nada?
No,
Huh?
because I don't have that type of relationship with the guy.
Yeah,
you
it's
are
not, you're my friend. I don't give a fuck about the guy, honestly. The only reason I'm friends with your boyfriend is because he's your boyfriend. Otherwise,
He wouldn't be in my life.
No, you wouldn't be in my life at all. Yeah, that's just what I would do. I think you should tell your friend, girl. Tell your friend. So guys, I don't want to make this video too long. My camera is flashing. So I'm going to wrap up this video right here. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. There's a bunch of questions that we didn't get to answer. So if you guys want a part 2, please leave it in the comments below and we'll do that for you guys. Thank you guys so much for watching. Make sure you follow us on Instagram. I'll tag our Instagrams right here. And you can also follow Tishura. Subscribe to Tishura on YouTube because she does YouTube as well. So yeah, bye guys.
Bye guys.
Vê quanto que você para nos cabeças não sabe food.
Como que você não estava mesmo lá? Mas não tá bem.
It wasn't being reciprocated.
Well, it wasn't being reciprocated.
It wasn't being reciprocated.
It wasn't being reciprocated. I wasn't getting the same.
I know.
Guys, I'm so sorry. I just cannot take things as serious right now because she's trying to. I can't. When's the right time to fart in front of your significant other?
You should have seen that, you know, before the
You should have fart the same
No,
night.
to respect him, I would give him like 2 dates. After that, you would have to enjoy my farts because I'm not holding it in. I'm sorry.
But honestly, that's a pretty good question because when do you fart? Even when I go to pee and I'm like at a guy's house, you know, sometimes you pee and then you low-key fart.
No.
You guys know what I'm talking about? Sometimes when you're peeing, you low-key fart.
No.
You guys need to stop lying. You guys know what I'm talking about. Sometimes you low-key fart. So you're like, at the same time you're peeing?
That never happened.
Stop it.
Oh.
Whatever.
What kind of ass do you have?